There is a moment, just before you fall asleep, when the world becomes still. When your body lies quiet, yet your mind floats between waking and dreaming. It is in that sacred, silent interval that creation itself listens. It is in that quiet pause, where your conscious mind fades and your subconscious awakens, that a single sentence can rearrange the very fabric of your reality. Tonight, you are going to speak a sentence that has the power to draw large sums of money into your life. Not through effort, not through chance, but through alignment. This isn't about luck. It's not about begging the universe or chasing after results. It's about commanding creation from within. Because the truth is, wealth isn't something you earn. It's something you embody. Money is not outside of you. It's an echo of your inner state. And what you will learn tonight is that the moment you change the vibration of your being, the outer world must follow. It cannot resist. It has no choice. You see, Neville Goddard taught that imagination is the only reality. Everything you have, everything you experience, everything you touch, it was once a thought. A formless idea, held long enough, believed in deeply enough, clothed itself in form. And money, as energy, behaves the same way. It responds to your dominant state, to your assumption of already being wealthy. But here's where most people go wrong. They speak affirmations, they visualize, they hope. But deep down, they still feel lack. They still believe wealth is something to be achieved, rather than a state of being to be entered. The truth is, you don't attract what you want. You attract what you are. So tonight, as you lie in bed, you will not speak to the outer world. You will not speak to some distant power in the sky. You will speak directly to your own subconscious, the gateway to all creation. You will plant a seed that cannot be ignored. A sentence that dissolves all resistance, all fear, all doubt. This sentence has one purpose: to convince your subconscious mind that you are already in possession of immense wealth. That large sums of money are already yours, not in some distant future, but now. Because when your subconscious accepts something as true, it must project that truth into your physical experience. That is the law of assumption. That is how creation works. So before I give you the sentence, you must first prepare the soil of your mind. Because the subconscious only obeys when the conscious mind is silent, when emotion is still, and belief is pliable. You must enter the state akin to sleep. Close your eyes. Let your breath slow. Feel the weight of your body sink deeper into the bed. Let your thoughts drift like clouds, unimportant, passing. And when you reach that gentle, quiet stillness, listen. Now, imagine a feeling. Not the image of money, not stacks of cash, not numbers in a bank account, but the feeling of freedom. The feeling of relief, of safety, of abundance so great that every cell of your body hums with gratitude. Feel the joy of knowing that everything you need is already provided. Feel it until it becomes real. And from that deep, imaginal state, when you feel wealth as real, when you feel gratitude as if it's already yours, speak this sentence, once, with conviction. I am so thankful, for large sums of money now flow to me, effortlessly and continuously. You don't repeat it over and over. You don't beg or plead. You declare it, once, as a statement of truth. Then, let it go. Because what follows that declaration is even more important than the sentence itself, the release. You must surrender completely, as if your desire has already been answered. You must fall asleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled. This is the exact state Neville Goddard described when he said, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption." He didn't mean to struggle. He meant to rest in faith, to know, as surely as you know your own name, that your inner reality has already been rearranged. And when you wake up tomorrow, the world may look the same. The numbers in your bank account may not have changed. But something within you will feel different. You will walk lighter, think clearer, and, without even realizing it, you will begin aligning with opportunities that were invisible before. People will call. Unexpected payments will appear. You'll find yourself in the right place at the right time. And each sign, each synchronicity, will be a whisper from the universe confirming, yes, it is done. This is not magic. It is law. The same law that governs gravity, governs manifestation. Your subconscious mind is the womb of creation, and whatever seed you plant there must grow. When you speak this sentence from a place of feeling, faith, and surrender, you are planting a seed that cannot fail. You have shifted your entire energetic signature to the frequency of wealth. Understand this. The universe doesn't respond to words. It responds to vibration. It listens not to what you say, but to what you feel while you say it. If you speak the words, I am wealthy, but still feel poor, you are contradicting yourself. But when you feel wealth, truly feel it, and speak it once as a declaration of truth, you command the universe to mirror that state. And it must comply. So tonight, you do not beg. You do not chase. You simply become. You become the one who already has it. You become the version of yourself who has always lived in abundance. You merge with that version, not in the future, but now. Because in the quantum field, all realities exist simultaneously. And when you shift your consciousness to the frequency of wealth, the outer world bends to match it. Neville called this living in the end. To live as though the desire were already fulfilled. To act, think, and feel from that reality until the invisible becomes visible. That is the secret the world has forgotten. That is the key that opens every door. Tonight, you will speak this sentence once, not because repetition gives it power, but because faith does. You will say it with the quiet authority of someone who knows that unseen forces are already at work. You will close your eyes, rest in gratitude, and allow sleep to carry your command into the depths of your subconscious. And from that moment on, the process is automatic. You won't need to force anything. You won't need to make it happen. Because creation happens through you, not by you. All you must do is remain in the state, to walk through the world tomorrow as though your wealth is already a fact. Because it is. The very moment your inner world changes, your outer world begins to rearrange itself. You are not waiting for money to appear. You are allowing it to flow, through ideas, through opportunities, through inspired action that feels effortless. Large sums of money will begin to find you, in ways that defy logic, because you have entered the state where they already exist. When you speak that sentence, I am so thankful, for large sums of money now flow to me, effortlessly and continuously. Something profound begins to happen inside you. It's subtle at first, like a quiet hum beneath the noise of your thoughts. But that vibration, that soft magnetic current, begins to change everything. Because the moment gratitude and faith combine, they create coherence. Your heart and your mind fall into rhythm. And in that rhythm, your frequency becomes a match to abundance itself. You're no longer chasing. You're attracting. You see, most people speak words of affirmation while standing in disbelief. They say, I am wealthy, yet feel fear in their chest. They say, money comes easily, yet feel tension in their stomachs. And the subconscious, ever obedient, mirrors that emotion, not the words. It doesn't hear, I am wealthy. It hears, I wish I were wealthy. But when you speak the sentence from the state of gratitude, when every fiber of your being feels as though it's already done, you create a vibrational imprint so strong that reality must bend to match it. This is why Neville said, feeling is the secret. Because feeling is prayer. Feeling is creation. Feeling is the language of God, and the universe answers in kind. When you say this sentence tonight, you are not talking to the universe as something separate. You are talking to the divine power within you, the God of your own imagination. And when you speak with gratitude, it is as if you are saying, I already have it. Thank you. That energy of thanksgiving is the ultimate sign of completion. It tells the subconscious, this desire is fulfilled. And the subconscious, that silent servant, begins to rearrange your external world to prove it true. It moves people, situations, and opportunities like chess pieces. It opens doors you didn't know existed. It whispers ideas in your sleep. And soon, what was once invisible becomes undeniable. But here is the most important part: after you speak the sentence, you must not undo it with worry. You must not wake up tomorrow and look for proof. Because searching for evidence is the same as saying, "It hasn't happened yet." And the moment you do that, you step out of the state of abundance and fall back into lack. Your only job is to remain in the feeling. To walk through tomorrow as though the universe is already conspiring in your favor, because it is. Smile when you check your phone. Bless your wallet when you open it. Give thanks for every cent you already have, and for every unseen amount on its way. Money loves gratitude. It gravitates toward those who honor it, who see it as energy, not fear, not survival, but flow. When you appreciate it, you multiply it. When you cling to it in worry, you repel it. So, every time you feel doubt creep in, gently return to that sentence, not to repeat it like a mantra, but to remember the feeling. Close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and silently recall that moment before sleep. That soft warmth in your chest. That deep knowing that large sums of money are already finding their way to you. Because they are. They already exist in the unseen, waiting for your alignment to call them forth. You are not creating wealth from nothing. You are collapsing the distance between what is potential and what is physical. You are shifting into the version of yourself who already lives that reality. Think of it this way. Every version of you already exists, the one who struggles, the one who survives, and the one who thrives. Each exists in a different vibrational timeline. And when you assume the state of wealth, when you feel it as real, you automatically merge with that wealthy version of yourself. The thoughts you think, the emotions you feel, the coincidences that appear, all of it begins to reflect that shift. You don't need to chase money when you become the one who already has it. Because then, everything that belongs to that state must flow toward you. This is the great paradox of manifestation. You receive not by effort, but by surrender. Not by trying to make it happen, but by letting it happen. Creation is finished. Every possibility exists right now. Your only work is selection. Selecting the version of yourself you wish to experience by assuming its feeling. And gratitude is the bridge that carries you there. So tonight, as you close your eyes once more, let your final thoughts be not of wanting, but of thanksgiving. Feel the relief of already being provided for. Feel the joy of knowing that unseen currents are already flowing in your favor. Whisper your gratitude into the silence, not to get something, but because you already have it. And as you drift into sleep, see yourself living the life of abundance. Imagine it softly, not with strain, but with ease. See yourself waking up in a life of overflow. See your bank account filled. See your debts paid. See your hands giving freely to others because you have more than enough. And feel the warmth of that reality as though it were this moment now. Because in imagination, it is now. And what is true in imagination will soon be true in form. The next morning, act as though nothing has changed, yet know, deep within, that everything has. Walk with quiet confidence. Say thank you before evidence arrives. Respond to small blessings as if they are signs of greater ones, because they are. Every coin found, every bill paid, every opportunity that appears, no matter how small, is a ripple from the wave you created tonight. The universe has already begun rearranging itself to deliver what you have claimed. So let go of control. Let go of the how and the when. Your job is not to manage the process. Your job is to trust it. Because the same power that moves the stars, moves through you. And once commanded through faith, it never fails. From this night forward, consider wealth done. Consider abundance inevitable. Consider yourself already rich. Not in theory, but in truth. Because you have spoken it into being. And when a word is spoken in faith, not as a wish, but as a decree, creation bows to it. Tonight, you didn't just say a sentence. You rewrote your destiny. You gave the universe a command it cannot refuse. Large sums of money are already in motion, heading toward you through channels you cannot yet see. People, places, and events are aligning to fulfill your declaration. So rest easy. Smile as you fall asleep. Because in the stillness of tonight, the universe heard you. And it said, yes.